So, hmm, couldn't find your stream. It's like, what just happened? Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so,
I think VTube Studio has um
I've been using
cool
OBS,
cool.
so, or at least I've been trying to
VTube
figure,
Studio is having a fit.
yeah, same with you, the one I have, the, I've been using OBS, I think, yeah, OBS, and just trying to figure out how to get it to work, the, and I just told myself
Oh,
this is good
looks
enough.
like I'm yeah. Looks like I'm not streaming today because VTube Studio won't open.
Ugh, oh well, sorry. Hmm. I was gonna, I was going, I showed you my thumbnail. I was gonna just grab,
Yep, I'm using OBS.
yeah, I'm sorry. I was, I just realized I don't have a PNG of you to stick on the
Mhm.
thumbnail. So I was going to just have, I was gonna grab a Chibi Nobu from Grand Order for old time's sake. But I forget, I should ask before I do that. But, okay, so, well, guess I'll start with introductions now.
I
Hey
can't hear
guys.
you.
God damn it. God. There's Discord, there's,
Oh, I can.
okay. Okay, I'll start now. Hey guys,
Oh
it's,
yeah,
ah,
yeah, you can do that.
okay.
You want me to give you a PNG?
Yeah, if you could. I'll just, throw it on the thing I have. And if I chop this up for a YouTube video, maybe I'll just,
I'm
like, have a,
having such trouble hearing you.
I'm sorry. I think my computer's just not used to having OBS open with Chrome and Discord, so it's just annoying. Ugh. No, I didn't.
Probably.
No, I didn't mess with my Discord settings. Discord just keeps resetting them for some reason. Okay, input, mm, isolation.
Uh.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I
hmm,
do recognize it does that. Of course, isolation and thing can be really tricky sometimes. It
y-
messes with your audio a lot in ways you don't really want.
yeah. Hmm. Okay, so let's see where to start. Right, introductions. Hey guys, it's me, Flash, the shapeshifter. Um, doing my first stream on YouTube. I kind of want to do this for a while, but I never got around to it, and I've just been in the mood to try new things, which is also why I have the new channel. Uh, and I'm here with a special guest who you've seen me introduce through some video shoutouts every now and then. If you don't mind, can you introduce yourself? And of course, yeah. Okay. Well,
Um, yeah.
okay.
Hello everyone, I'm Lily and the Factotum. You can just call me Lily. Um, uh, uh, Ash and I have been friends for quite a while now. Maybe a few years now. But yeah,
Yeah, we've been every now and then talk I talk about how I'm
I'm a
really into
VTuber or something. Oh God. Whenever whenever this happens, I just blank out. Sorry about that.
it happens to me too all the time. I don't blame you. Uh for some of you might remember, I talk about quite often that I got pretty
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
Fate series back in I want to say 2015, 2014. And at one point, I went to Anime Mino, which has unfortunately shut down this year. And since then, uh, me and Lily's been friends and keeping up with each other now and then. And I figured now would be a good time since I wanted to try streaming to do a somewhat fan fiction recommendation stream or just us yapping about fan fiction in general. So I jotted down about 10 different fan fictions. Some involve fate, some don't, and figured let's do a video about it. And oh shoot, forgot about that. Okay, so and now Saber's here. I gotta grab that again. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. I'll open up two. This is gonna be a very scuffed stream. I'm not. Okay. I don't actually know how the audio is working on either, because I know it's gonna pick up, but it's probably for the best I don't check right now, because and now everything's freezing. Of course. Even Discord's freezing. Oh, oh well. Let's see. Should I share my screen? Uh, favorite page. Of course. No, this goes first. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. Refreshing. No. This is why I hate Discord. Okay. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna try and figure this out while I let's see. Maybe I should just do paint that way. I didn't grab it. Oh, ooh, I'm about to throw up. Okay, Lily's in Discord right now. Mhm. It's working. Oh, what's that? Okay. If you want, you can do a recording and you can upload instead. Recordings can be better for scalability. I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've done that before. I'm gonna try that before. Tried that before. I'm gonna try that before. Hmm. Okay. And of course, Hello?
Way.
Okay. Ah, can you hear me?
Okay, okay, okay. Can you say something?
I can hear you. I think we're good. Why is Discord so laggy all of a sudden?
Okay, I can hear you. I
Okay.
can hear you. Nice.
Okay. So, let's see. Right, I was about to just s-
Where
uh,
were we?
yeah, we're about to I was grabbing I was grabbing the PNG you sent and I was about to like start going over the list. And you said did say just in case we could try a recording.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done that before, so I don't actually know how that will work.
Yeah. It's pretty similar. It- It's where when you go to OBS, like right next to the start streaming thing, start streaming button, there should be like right next or under the start streaming button, there should be like a button that says start recording. And basically you just hit that instead of start streaming. You're good.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, I guess that could work. Okay, so I also don't know if it's just if this is a Discord problem or a OBS problem, but I guess that would make it go a bit smoother because I think uh the audio might not be as clear, but that would give me a bit more leanway to just use Discord on my phone because I don't think that's exactly the best way to
Yeah.
do these, but I might have to. Okay, just in case, I'll download Discord on my phone, see what happens. And no one ever said your first stream had to be perfect.
Uh,
Okay, just
Fortunately.
okay. Thankfully, it's only been about 15-25 minutes.
Yeah, actually, first streams have a tendency to be very scuffed.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Discord's downloaded. Just click this.
Yeah. Oh, blessings.
Yeah. What the hell? And Discord's really bugging on desktop. Mm, so, mm.
Hey there.
Okay, so I'm on phone now.
Oh my, yep, I can definitely hear that you're on the phone.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Okay, so
It's more stable now. I
yeah,
can actually hear your voice.
yeah. I don't know if how well the YouTube, well, it's showing it's going through on mine. I just don't know how well they can hear you.
Oh my.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you can maybe check desktop audio. That might give you a clue.
okay,
If my if my the voice reaches the yellow lines, I think it's good. If it's in green, and it's too small. If it's in red, then it's too loud.
okay. Desktop audio, speaker. Okay, apply. I have to close this door real quick. Um, yeah. Okay, try speaking now.
Pop, 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 pop,
Okay,
pop, 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 pop.
okay, yeah, they can hear you.
Hey!
Okay, so I'm gonna just le try and leave this here for now, and so I don't have to. But but I'm gonna take your advice on the whole start recording thing in the future, because
Okay.
okay. Meantime, let's see. So I'm gonna yeah, I was about to grab this PNG real quick, and if this ad will go away. Okay, so where was I? Right. Today we are doing fan fiction recommendation streams, or at the very least, we're just gonna talk about some fan fiction we've gone through over the years, whether it's for the Fate series or just something else entirely. And while I throw this together, I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. I first like think I first fan fiction is gonna be a fake one. That's because that's like where they're used to. And it's the third faction by the Master 4444. Did you know about this one?
I think right. They got back to that? I think was
Nope.
oh right.
Hasn't. Yeah. It's still at chapter 18.
Wasn't that the one where someone comes to Shiro and he summons a I think a writer version of Arturia and um I think it was Fred no which one was it Stelfa? And the black faction sees them, sees her face, and they go like, doesn't she kind of look like Saber? Does that tell us who they are? Who the heck? Well, no, because we don't really even know who Saber is.
I'll read. I'll read the description. Courage is bored, so he punts his apprentice and a boyfriend to another dimension to participate in that place's really big Holy Grail War. Now with strange black command seals on Cheryl's head and their old friend
Shit.
Saber by their side, and then Cheryl must use all their skills to win the Great Holy Grail War and go home. It's 7 versus 2 as the third faction enters the fray. So it's UBW and Apocrypha crossover.
Mm, I like it. Let's see. So, what am I thinking here? Like, I didn't realize how often some people do that type of crossover. Because again, like, I just know the one I just told you about.
Yeah, this one is a little different.
So, let's see. What exactly drew you to it? If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, when I was first like um got into fate, I guess this was like one of the first things that I really still not that's not the right words. Um, yeah, basically, it was like really early on. Like I don't think that I we were even friends back then yet, if we even met yet. And I stumbled upon this fic right after like I binged some Fate Apocrypha, the light novel version at least. And by that point, I was really like into Mordred, and so I was very into Mordred and very like interested in like her relationship with Artoria. So when I found this fic, I was like immediately drawn to it because I was such a big fan of Mordred to begin with and her relationship and stuff like that. And yeah, this was like a really well written one. It was very funny too, with Zelrich's shenanigans, let's just say. Yeah, I think that's basically why I like it so much.
I'll have to give that a look when I get the chance.
Yeah, I'll send you the I'll send you the link if you don't have it.
O- Okay, so my first pick is, hold on, just realized I didn't put it in. My first one is fanfic I believe I talked about with SJ back in the day, a which people viewed as the Elia fanfic, Chaos Theory by, I'm gonna but I'm gonna butcher this. Mose, Mo,
You
um,
want to uh, paste it in Discord so I can try to pronounce it?
I'm gonna, yeah, give me a sec. I'm gonna gotta go all the way to, gotta pull it up real quick. Let's see. Chaos Theory. Okay. Okay. And that's not Discord. This is Discord. Allow. To. Okay, there it is.
Oh, chaos theory. I hope so, I think.
Yeah, Monso. Okay, so Chaos Theory, as people like to, or as it's infamously called, Heaven's Feel, but with Elia. So the whole idea comes off of the classic idea of, for the Marvel fans, a what if, or which is also what people use to justify like why a fan fiction happens in general. Because as we all know, when Shiro first sees Ilya, his first she gives him that warning that if he doesn't summon his servant soon, he's going to die. And Chaos Theory gets like asks the question, what if Shiro does what he does best after she tried to tell him that, and thinks she's just a random little girl who's like out later than she should be and needs someone to escort her back home. And Ilya's so caught off guard that she like lost she, that she like lost her thought process on her big threat. after making her big threat, he just walks her home, and it's just so like, no, I can walk most of the way back, and she leaves, and she's just up all night thinking about that. They were like, everything else plays out the way it does, and then the big, the real big thing to show you like the butterfly effect of that is Ilya's still thinking about that interaction when she gets back while they're about to take Shiro to meet Kotomine. So, because she can't make up her mind, and she just, instead of doing go get him berserker, she doesn't even reveal herself and says, let's just go home. So that whole interaction does not happen. So like, they don't fight. And that also means Rin doesn't agree to form a pack with Shiro because they never fought Berserker. So like they're like strict enemies until then, even though Shiro doesn't necessarily want to fight her, but he knows like she doesn't, but in his mind he like, well, Ren doesn't want the war to end because she wants the Grail. I want to end the war, so that's how things are going. And like pretty simple. And then we get to what I think view as the one of the best introductions to Berserker Hercules in a fanfic, where Shiro and Seiya are doing their patrol. They see Shinji and Ryder like eating this girl while like in a park. So like they fight. And Ren and Archer are like safe from a building watching the whole thing. So Archer's about to shoot all of them. Ren tells him, no, Archer, if you're gonna do this, hit them, don't hit the civilian. And he goes, it'll be way faster that way, like Archer, we talked about this. So he uses like some scatter shots instead. And when they get far enough, he uses Caliban to nuke them. Like and like Ryder is able to tell like it's coming. Shiro gives Saber a heads up, so they hide, and she like leaves. So Saber tells Shiro like to stay there, and while she takes care of Archer, and he said like, wait, what about Ryder? What about Shinji and Ryder? Medusa just drops Shinji and throws Shinji into a bush and just dashes towards them. It's like, it'll be fine. They go towards them. Ren's scared because she realizes like two servants are on their way, and one of them Saber. It's like, hold on, Archie, you didn't even tell me you could do that. Where did you get that from? I can fire someone at the same time. It's like, Ren, focus. Saber's on her way. And I can't fight Saber and protect you. You gotta get somewhere safe. They start fighting. Shiro like beats the stuffing out of Shinji, and then they just piece it together. And they're like, and then they piece together like Ren's plan was to let the servants fight Archer while she takes care of the two novices. And then while Ryder and then while Saber and Archer fighting, she randomly realizes, Archer, where's Ryder? What would I know? She was ahead of me, and she should have gotten here before me. Where is she? And then they both panic and just start going to them, 'cause, like and they cut back and like Ryder's like manhandling both of them. Like Shiro grabs a tree, he like reinforces that and then just smacks on top of Ryder's head as hard as he can. But he didn't have time to do it properly, so she just didn't flinch. She just looks at him and just kicks him into a tree. She's like enjoying this, and and Shinji's full of himself because like because she's trying to think like who should she kill first? Like Ryder, why don't we just kill both of them? Like of course, Master Shinji, and she like throws her daggers at them. Everything's going in slow motion. Then Ryder grabs the chains, pulls them back, jumps back, cause like she noticed something's coming, and then she looks up like and starts running, and then Berserker shows up right in front of Shiro. And we get a flashback showing that Ilya was watching the entire thing, still just trying to make up her mind. She realized and she said, if anyone's going to kill him, it's going to be me. Only and only when I find out if I can trust him or not. Berserker, save the boy. So like, everyone's terrified. Like like watching this big behemoth, like Shinji's like shaking. Ren's stunned, is in shock. Cause like unlike the other time where Ilya showed up, like they kind of had a warning that something was coming. All their servants are gone except Ryder, and like Ren was already about to die, and now they have to fight Berserker, and Shiro can't even speak, and like Berserker's like staring him down. It just looks at the other three and goes after Medusa because she's the biggest threat. And like when after he like catches her, like he just chucks her body and she just lands in between Ryder and Shinji. And she looks like she's dead, like she's barely alive. And Ren told herself like, all right, if I'm going down, I gotta go down with dignity. Hey, I'm not gonna be as pathetic as Shinji. And she just like snaps out of it, tries to crawl to Ryder's like, Ryder, get up. Ryder, he's gonna kill us. You gotta get up. And like and and he goes for Ren. She tries to throw a thing. Shiro jumps in front of them. um, and it goes from scary to funny because he just stops in the most Looney Tune way possible and just picks Shiro up with his free arm, places him down, just stares at him to make sure he's safe. All of them are just staring at him like, what just happened? Then he screams, goes back to hit Ren. Shiro jumps in the way again. He stops again. He grabs Shiro and puts him on his back to be sure he doesn't do it again. Saber and Archer show up and they're just like, what is happening? Why is he not doing anything? And like, this, the Sick, it does a really good job like being scary, but also being funny because all this happened. Uh, Shiro and Ren, Shiro and Ren don't form that partnership, so they never go to the tower. Because again, this is Heavensfield route, so they never go to the mountain to see Caster and them. So when Assassin gets murdered and like the Shadow shows up, it Lancer's like not there either, so it just takes Medusa. Sorry, it just takes Caster, and but it like doesn't kill her. And like Asat and Hasam's like, wait, what's it doing? And it just like takes her and like descends into the earth, and like they just don't hear from the shot for like a whole day. So when Assassin and Archer like go back there, and no, Shrisho's dead, like and like they're all fighting, and then Caster Alter shows up, and the whole tone of the story changes. It's and like cause like she's like talking all crazy, like saying like they like thanking art. She's like thanking Lancers for bringing her lover's killer back to the mountain so she can take care, that she can get revenge. Saying that she'll treat him not that he'll treat him nicely. Uh, because she knows how to take care of her pets. She tamed the shadow, so the old man doesn't know how to can't control anymore. And like and like and Archer and Rin are still on the mountain, just hiding. And like the shadows like sees them and it's like chasing them everywhere. Or while like Caster's trying to kill Assassin and she Assassin and Archer's like, we gotta do something. Yeah, I have to. We have to get out of here. I can't get out. There's no time. That bush looks good. What? Yeah. Yeah, it's a yeah, not too high from here. You'll land safely. Plus, you're a mage. You can, if you do get hurt, you can save yourself. It's like, okay, ready? Why are you looking at me like that, Archer? I swear to God, if you do anything, and then she throws her and just goes to help Archer. Like it's just like good stuff like that. There's a the funniest thing I've ever seen a Fate fanfic is when is a Rin really wants Sakura back. And and she needs help because like in her eyes Lancer is dead, so is dead. There's a new assassin cast as an altar, and for some reason Berserker's helping Shiro. She has no idea what's going on, but she needs help. So she decides to get some leverage before she goes to like get Sakura back. And she tells Shinji, you know what? Your deal's pretty good. Let's do it. Meet me on the roof in about an hour. And we'll talk about the whole thing. Has Archer on standby. I like Shinji's like there. Or like feeling you're like, yeah, the Sokka, I knew you'd come around eventually. And and so Archer jumps Ryder, who's like still like barely functional after the whole thing because she drank Shiro's blood even though Sakura while he was asleep, even though Sakura told her not to. And while they're fine, like Shinji's trying to get away from the collateral damage, and like he bumps into like, and while he's backing up, he bumps into Rin, and he looks up. He's just standing over him. He looks up, and she has this evil smile on her face, and he just like tries to crawl. Like she grabs him, drags all the way to like the staircase. She's like, "Sokka, please, shh!" And she just throws him down the stairs. He breaks an arm and passes out. And she goes, he just yells, and he just takes like coughs to herself, like, and she goes to the top of her legs, send help! Matsukun fell down the stairs. Grabs the book, runs back upstairs, screams for Archer, and jumps off the building. Ryder finally realizes what's happening. She tries to stop them, but she's like all the gems she has on her to bypass whatever hold the old man has on it, so she can use the book. So now she has Ryder and Archer, and like that was like her big plan. Like, and this is how I get soccer back. Like Rin doing that fucked over Shinji so badly in the story. Like every now and then when someone like brings her up, she just keeps saying, "Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that guy." Rin, and like the story has ended. It got a little crazier on the end to the point where I understand why some people don't like the ending, but I do like it for the legacy it has, what it was trying to do, and I also respect like the creator. He knows like a lot of people, especially on Beast Slayer at the time, were created for being Heaven's Feel but better. Like he just generally thought like this my story is just okay, but I do appreciate like what people are saying about it. And there's so much to like about it, even for someone like me who doesn't actually like alters that much. Because Saber alters here, and like the cramp, it's just Lancer. No, like he turns to Lancer alter, and he's like not the Berserker Lancer, like alter that we get in the Grand Order. He's like a legit Lancer, and he's all crazy, and like he just wants to fight. He doesn't care about anything else. He just likes fighting. So like when they're about to get Saber Alter, he shows up and cuts her legs off because like he wants her because he wants her to fight at her best while she's still her. And then and then like convinces the shadow to find to follow him. But like some of it was still on her, so like she heals her legs and like when she shows up to fight the blackened berserker. My dog's barking. She fights to fight the blackened berserker. She's slowly turning into Saber Ultra throughout the whole story. And even when it finally happens, like Ilya kind of breaks the dress of heaven to save her because they form a bond. And like so she looks like Saber Ultra, but she talks like Saber and she's like free, like she's liberated in a sense. Like they around the end, like Agra like Kochimine fuses with uh the shadow, and he like gets possessed by Agramayo, and it traps all the remaining servants in the their in a loop about what would be their greatest fear. She's calm, so she's not haunted by like the battle on the mountain and on the hill anymore. So like when she's fighting Mordred, she's just in her mind giving Mordred the fight she wants, and then she realized, oh, the test isn't Mordred, it's you, isn't it, Morgan? And and then Morgan, that's so good. There's so much good stuff here, and like the and like I think like the best part is as much as I hate Gilgamesh's guts, he's the one that ends the whole thing because Kotomine threw him under the bus to form a partnership with Dark Sakura. He survives, and then like he's like in the loop. It can't corrupt him, but it does make him fight Indiku. and he's not happy, so it makes him even more upset. And like Medusa, like she's like all types of pissed because she wants because like she just wants Sakura back, and because like how and they use the broken loophole to like summon a few Greek servants to help them like Castor Lily and I think Achilles and Archberserker, but they can't stay for too long because they don't have enough in the tank to keep them around. So when so when the gang breaks out of the shadow loop and they see Castor Lily, like Shiro and Saber are trigger happy. It's just like, whoa, I'm on your side. Shiro, before I cut her in two, he's explaining to me what's going on. You know what, Saber? I don't think I care anymore. It's been a long day. And then Ryder shows up like, please tell me she's not on our side. I'm in a very bad mood. It's like, what did I do? And when Gil shows up and like the up is like, oh Timine, I didn't betray you, Gilgamesh. We both knew this was gonna happen eventually. It's like, bro, you have to say anything else. Like like it has its problems because yes, it gets a little convoluted for its own good, but man, it is such a gem and a product of its time to show like just how crazy some of those OG fanfics for Fate got, and it's also just nice to see one of them actually end. It's such a treat. I love Chaos Theory.
Yeah, can see why. So the talk about Ilya does like remind me of this one fanfic. I just remembered. I don't remember the name though. That's a strange part. I remembered it as like basically Ilya instead of summoning Heracles, he summoned a berserker Mordred.
Right, Crescent Blood Arthur. I never got back to that. Did it finish?
Hmm. Wait, what's it called again?
It's just named after Mordred's noble phantasm. Plain and
Mm,
simple. So it's very easy to find. But yeah, that one's also good. Oh, right.
yeah, the
Oh,
ancient Mordred.
yeah, like oh my gosh. SJ was reading that too. Like what was it? Like what Ren that girl that John is linked to during Fate Apocrypha?
Tisia.
Yeah,
Tisia.
Leticia. Like her into like introduction when she shows up and like my first thought was like, oh, it's John, because like somehow I knew that was John at the time, even though I didn't start the show. But and then she has like and then uh and then there's like her bodyguards L and G, and I was like, who the heck are these guys? And like G stops and L stops Mordred's attack, and he introduces himself. I'll feel like I swear on my name, I will strike you down Mordred, Knight of Treachery. So swears I, Lancelot of the Lake. I go to the comments, everyone's screaming like, freaking Lancelot, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh man.
to reread that, I just completely forgot almost everything about it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I didn't even remember John was in there until you said that.
like that was where I got one of the ideas on my fan fiction. And or they did like John was summoned to make sure the grill goes smoothly, I believe. And that was also like the justification on why that happened in that fanfic. Because in the fourth Holy Grail War, the entire city caught on fire. So the Grail said, keep a ruler around to make sure things don't like get out of hand. It's like, yeah,
Oh
that
my
makes sense.
goodness.
Yeah, yes, Grail, that actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And Shiro's reaction when he gets the whole story about Leticia's like being a host for John is like I think is very in character for him because in his mind like did she agree to this? Because if not, then that means she's taking advantage of this innocent girl. All for uh, I was like, yes, that makes perfect sense. Shira would definitely do that. And I did that again. Like another thing that inspired me for my fanfic because if I ever got to do Chains of Fate the way I wanted, then Chaldea was going to show up with like their Medusa after the original one died, and yeah, and like the main villain was supposed to be Gorgon. Like I don't remember how it happened. Like I don't remember how I justified it happening, but Gorgon just like everyone's like fighting like Saber and Archer about to do this fight because like Archer's tired of waiting. He just wants to put Shiro in the ground, even if it will damage his relationship with Ren. Saber intersects. Ren and them show up, Stalker too, and then Gorgon shows up. And like the following day, Haldea's there at their school, like posing as students to like try and figure stuff out. And, like they have their Medusa, and when they explain everything properly, like Shiro's first, sh- like they all like say their piece of them before they trust them. And Shiro goes, "What are you gonna? So you want to take the grill? What are you gonna do with the grill after you get it?" And they had to like swear to him that they're not gonna just use it to grant whatever wish they want. And then like Shiro says, "Okay, I trust you. If it helps us stop the Grill Grill War, then I'll do it." Ren's upset because he just, even if he did take that into account, he still went to either with it. Then she goes, "But we do need to do something about Ryder or Avenger or whatever she's calling herself." So sure, Archer doesn't want to, but he knows he's getting outvoted, so he just rolls along with it. Sakura says if uh, Ryder trusts them and Shiro trusts them, then then she will. And Arteria, I wanted to like take a lot of care because Mordred is with them, and the unmasking. And I said I wanted the unmasking to happen by the time Arturia's character arc was practically done to make it different than this other fanfic I was doing. Because that was like the whole point of the crossover. Because like all the story up to that point was just it seemed like your typical Fate Stay Night thing. And, like the arc was like Arturia's arc happened and it was practically done. And then you think the story's over, but no, that was just part one. The real story starts now with this crossover. So like by the time and like so he puts two and two together that like this masked knight with them is someone she knows because Mordred's whole thing is like you can't tell who she is, and she puts together like it's Mordred, isn't it? So when after so after they save Ilya, she's gonna have this moment where they're like everyone's just getting some R&R, and she said like Mordred, I know it's you. You don't have to say anything, but at least show me your face. And like my favorite, and like and if it wasn't for that, my favorite moment was probably going to be uh Arturia's realization that Galahad is Mash. Because I get Nazi's reasoning, but I am a little sad that he just doesn't really do a lot with Arturia. But like, yeah, so and I really like Mash. I don't think a lot of people who write fan fictions do stuff with her as that much, even if she is debatably the main character of the game. But like, man, uh, yeah, she's so cute. Yeah. Okay, so what next? What else do they have here? Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Uh, this one is called. My next story is the King and the Cook. No, sorry. Fate, Servant, and Cook. So this is one of many Fate fan fictions where Shiro goes back in time for XYZ reason. A lot of them, like the first one I read, was because like the grill was so mad that Shiro destroyed it. It sends him back all the way. It sends him all the way back to the beginning of Fate Stay Night with damaged memory, so he can't even piece together how to stop XYZ from happening. And like this one is like Shiro's at the end of I think yeah, he's this is like Fate's post Fate Stay Night Fate Route Shiro. Merlin shows up and offers him a chance to prevent not really prevent Camelot's fall, I get no. He gets sent him back in time before Camelot fell to try and figure some stuff out. And Shiro Merlin being Merlin, because like they're a little mad at each other for different reasons. Then I don't remember why Merlin was mad at Shiro, but he doesn't actually tell Shiro how far he sent him back to. So, and because the story is unfortunately never finished, we don't. He brings it up. Uh, we don't actually know if Mordred is born yet, and it has aged in a very funny way because Percival is in the story. But this was done in like the 2000s, so he acts very differently from the Percival you know. He's very because he's very flamboyant. He's like and he's like a goat, like he's upbeat, it like it etc etc. And there's one thing I will bring the story down for too is I like the idea. I do understand why the author hates the third chapter because as soon as Shiro gets there, he gets jumped by a dragon and he gets knocked out. Tristan, I believe what happened is either Shiro took it down and he passes out, or Tristan just sees it in the distance and shoots it, without like seeing like where it was, and he wakes up in this village. And while Shiro's there, like the village like patch him up, and he spends a bit not now, and he spends a bit too much time at the village to the point where uh, he befriends this girl, and she gets killed by these bandits. And Shiro decides to like try and protect the village from the rest of the bandits, which makes sense, but he goes about it all types of the wrong way, to the point where he makes a very bad mistake of projecting Caliburn, and some people see him with it, and they get the wrong idea and inspired for the wrong reasons, thinking, "Oh, that boy was King Arthur, so we should like rise up to protect him while he's unconscious." And the entire battle ends before Shiro wakes up, and all the villagers and bandits are dead. And by the time, and like he's crying and like has a whole breakdown, and where just um, and then some people show up, and it's the real Arturia, like as King Arthur. So it's like Aggie and them. And the meeting itself is really good, but I do understand again why the author doesn't like it. Shiro spent unfortunately way too much time at this village when we're like village, and like everything went wrong. And even like some other people point out, like a good idea. Shiro shouldn't have tried projecting Caliburn right off the bat to take on some bandits. But overall, like that point was like really good. So like Shiro and they agree mostly because like Arteria had blamed herself. She agreed to take Shiro back to the kingdom and give him a job as a cook, as a servant. And like they make him a cook because while they're camping, like he keeps trying to stay to himself because he doesn't want to get too. He realized that even though it's not the saber he knew, every time he looks at her, he just remembers what they had, and he's just seeing like how strong and beautiful she is. He keeps slipping back and forgetting that that's not her. So he tries to keep his distance. So like while he's camping alone, like he just makes some stuff for himself, and like it's really cold at night, and like they're the ones that have a fire. So Aggie walks over, King's orders, drags drags him kicking and screaming, like and just gives him a seat next to the king. And they try his food, and then she makes up the mind. And she just makes up his mind. Sure, how do you feel about being a cook? And the, there's something about the there's something about the mental image of like Shiro trying to be a loner, and the point the grumpiest guy there, just like the king wants you to sit with him, so you should do that. And like yeah, and like and it's like and he's there like he's working under the head chef. They're always busting at each other's balls because he's a huge dick. And to the point where like my second one point I will take away from this arc is from this fic is the guy hates Shiro so much he has him thrown. he sets him up and has him thrown into this dungeon with I think it was the bandits that were running the place. And it was like right under the castle, and like the knights didn't even know about it. She was gone for like 3 days.
Oh my.
Is and I feel like no, and like it took a while. It was a whole arc. I think like five or more chapters, and it just took a while. Eventually, when we finally cut back, Percival's the only one that noticed Shiro was missing, all off Arteria, and like he's all sad because him and Shiro really hit it off, off. So Arturia's like can't unfortunately I can't just stop what I'm doing to look for one servant. So Percival, I need you to find Shiro, and he just like he's put like going around like with a lot of people that saw him. He puts together that something's out with the head chef, and unfortunately Shiro saves himself.
Oh.
So like, but like, so it feels so again, it feels a little awkward. The guy still frames Shiro for something. It doesn't work. He gets fired, thrown into a dungeon, and Arturia, trying to like keep an eye on him, makes Shiro her head chef. And while things are very tense, because again, she's not the Arturia he knows. He's like with her now. Like he spends a lot of time like next to her and Gwen, and like and like one time like he was like supposed to like serve that like get their food done, and she's like and he's like seeing her sleep and everything. He just like has all these flashbacks of like is thinking like Shiro, stop looking at her, just walk, just leave away, just leave, just walk out the door, don't do what you're doing. Like like oh man like man it like it had some really great moments. I really wish it got to finish. Man, man. But I keep getting it mistake. I keep getting some subplots mistaken for this other fanfic that I do think uh good, but got a bit convoluted. It unfortunately is very similar where Shiro gets thrown back in time. He's like with the knights. Like Mordred's in this one, and like when he finds out that and we see Shiro go through the motions of Lancelot getting outed with his affair because like he had a relationship with Gwen because like him and Gwen were actually friends in a way, and when he finds out Mordred was the one that pulled them, like he was like devastated and like because
You mean Guinevere? Guinevere?
yes, Guinevere. I call her Gwen. A lot of fanfics just call her Gwen for short. So like and
I couldn't hear. I had trouble hearing, so I thought you were saying that he had a relationship with Gawain instead.
sorry. I meant like he and Gwen like got a little close, but she still had the affair with Lancelot. So Shiro makes a plan. So Shiro makes a plan unofficially with Lancelot to break Gwen out. He was gonna like do a bunch of stuff to like get the guards away from there, so he could like so he could like break her out and like help try and get her somewhere. He didn't know where. He didn't have a plan. And when Shiro remembered the legend after he found out like it was Morja did it, it all came to him realizing, wait, if Lancelot does this, then Gareth dies. And then again, this is before we found out Gareth was a woman in Fate. So he teamed up with Lancelot to like prevent all that from happening. And the guards just conveniently fell asleep, so he didn't have to kill them. And
My goodness.
Gwen tries to beg Shiro not to because she doesn't want him to get in trouble for her dumb mistake. Lancelot hugs him, because he's so thankful for what he did, especially because no one had to die. And then just to for extra good measure, he said, "Ed, I'm sorry," and he punches Shiro in the face as hard as he can, so it looks like Shiro stopped him, tried to stop him, and he gave and even like took a stolen sword and placed it in Shiro's hand, so it looked like there was a struggle. Unfortunately, it gets yeah. I love Lancelot. Unfortunately, again, it does get a little convoluted because Morgan, like the whole point of the fic at first is they're trying to send Shiro back. So Morgan, finding out that there is a portal to another time period, wants to hijack this plan, and she does. And so after, unfortunately, sorry, unfortunately, where Gareth dies anyway, and they lose Avalon, Mordred and crew show up in the present day, and the story keeps going, and the Grell word keeps going. So again, it gets a little complicated, especially because so I was like, wait, hold on. So when I found like Mordred, like Mordred and them like got to the present day, like, wait, how? I just said, wait, where is this going? So I skipped ahead like 5 chapters, and the knights, King Arthur and Saber, are all fighting Hercules, and they're getting like trounced because they're not servants; they're just their actual bodies. So like, oh, I was like, oh, this is where it's going. I mean, it's fun, but like, I didn't like that too much, so I just kind of stopped there. But like, Servant and Cook is like there's so much good stuff in it. Even if Mordred doesn't show up, or like, I wish it got to finish. Unfortunately, it did not. Like those moments where Shiro and Arteria got to like play off each other, especially because there is some drama because she's still King Arturia because she keeps giving like she feels something, but she keeps giving him chances is and like he keeps pushing it. It's like, Shiro, you gotta stop it. Shiro, honey, you gotta stop. You're gonna get in trouble. You gotta stop it, honey. It's very him. Yeah. The problem. Yeah, very much. That's very much a thing Shiro would do. Uh, So, the time travel thing here, I'm traveling to Arturia's time period. It reminded me of a fanfic that I really liked, but also you might just absolutely hate it. Can you guess why? Oh no. Is it Gilgamesh? Yeah, it's Gilgamesh. Ah, okay. It's like okay. A Gilgamesh and Mordred buddy cop thing. Ugh. They get arrested together. Uh, well, the whole point of these is that not everyone, not everything's gonna be for me, even if it does have some Gilgamesh propaganda here and there. So shoot, go ahead, shoot. So it started in modern day actually, and basically I don't remember most of it because it's been years now. 2019 since this ended, and yeah, Gilgamesh summons Mordred in the is it day and what happened, and they got arrested by the police. And then Mordred has kind of breaks the wall of the jail cell, and they somehow isekai themselves, but not isekai, time travel themselves into Arturia's England. And a lot of hijinks happens. At one point, Arturia, both Arturia and Gilgamesh got kidnapped by some Saxons, I believe, because Gilgamesh messed up and killed their leader, and Mordred has to step up and be like the regent for a while, which was done. But she also kind of he he got very stressed and started just drinking a lot. All right. When they were discussing like these treaties and stuff, and
maybe like exchanging hostages. Mordred basically got married to a super. I cannot stress how cool this lady is, even though we only know her like for one or two sentences. I saw her, I read about her, and then I was just like, oh my goodness, Mordred, your wife is so cool. Yeah. Um, there's also this one chapter, I believe, where Mordred tries and kind of fails to explain to Gilgamesh what Saturnalia is. I, I'm pretty sure Gilgamesh already knew at that point, but he just kind of lets her ramble on and kind of just lets it fall apart. It was kind of nice about it. That's the thing. And even like at spoiler alert, like in alternate ending of it, Gilgamesh even kind of even agreed to like what was it? That he agreed to like uh end his life over so Mordred could continue on because in his words, yeah, you're good at that, something like that. It's been so long, I don't remember much.
It's okay, it happens. Oh, this is a good one.
Series. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, were you not done?
No, I was just gonna say the fake is called the Morte Darturia. Basically, the Morte Dartul, but had replaced the Arthur with Arturia.
Uh, Got it.
That was about it.
Okay. Of course. Yeah, this is a good one. So, this one is called Song of the Grail. And
Wait, why does that sound familiar?
I'm glad you asked because it starts off with the whole song dance of Shiro after the events of like during the events of the fire, or for Zero fans, the end of Fate Zero. Like the fire happened, he's struggling, fighting to live, fighting to breathe. He's scared. Someone grabs his hand and in a coat, telling him like to just hold on, just begging him to be okay. A he can like his breathing getting steadier. Or he's going okay, and then she starts crying, saying he's alive. I did it, and we and then right before Shiro passes out, he says, "I did it, Kiritsugu." And it's not Kiritsugu that saves him; it's Irisfield. Irisfield survived, but Kiritsugu died.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like
Please tell me more.
yes, yeah. So and we are given a flashback. I do think some of it gets a little convoluted with the more they try to explain it, but the earliest and most direct they are with how what happened is that scene where the last time he saw Iris feel alive and she gives him Avalon, he gets scared and on a whim gives her back Avalon, saying she deserves to be human, to be alive just a bit longer, and told her Saber will keep her safe. She begs him not to go, and he leaves. And that was the last leaves, and that's why he died. Because Avalon wasn't able to save him
Oh
because he
my
didn't
god.
have it. And and then we're like given a flash forward after she saves Shiro, and that she's using she's using the Kurisugu's phone to try and call her father and explain what happened. But the Ironsbirds are the Ironsbirds, and they don't want to hear it because she failed in her one job to receive the Holy Grail. And she's trying to explain to them like it's corrupted. There was nothing they could do. And like they have to, if anything, they need to dismantle it. And she's like she gets upset when they start bad mouthing Kuritsugu after he just died, and then so she's no longer allowed to be like she's no longer allowed back in the family, and that means she'll never see Ilya again. And she just breaks down, starts crying, and on a whim, she just thinks of like she remembers the boy, and she adopts Shiro. Yeah, but she, unlike Kiritsugu, she is trying very hard to let him. She's trying not to let the fact that she was a mage be known. Like she couldn't help, but she couldn't help herself. Like she wanted to see him smile, so she made her birds to, like get him to cheer him up after it happened. And the author said like wanted to settle to really show like how far Irisfield has fallen since the events of Zero. We didn't want to go too far because like one draft had her like drinking. It's like no, 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 not doing that, not touching that, absolutely not. And I agree. I'm happy he didn't. The just like her hair, the visual image of like the coat she was wearing when she died, and her hair being a mess. That because she hasn't been sleeping because she can't stop thinking about what happened, I think was enough. And the like there's a funny little moment where she tames, let's say, Taiga as a kid, and like to go into right. I don't think you saw that. Remember the Taiga dojo from Carl Phantasm and the Stay Night. Zero has their own version of that. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, like he wants to allude. Yeah, yeah, and get angrier, curse more, and then like she tames Taiga, so, and like they move houses, and like she buys the Emiya estate. It and no, like no, she sells the Emiya estate because there's just too many bad memories, and uh Maya's blood's still there, so she cleans it up and just and it up. She erases the magic symbol, the magic circle that was there, and they buy the house from the Prisma series and just lives there because unlike Creed, because Irie is generally trying to just get over what happened and try and just ignore it. All right. So like they move in and she just finds and like and and she like finished directing her the house and she finds a small room that was like next to Shira's room, and she was just thinking it would have been the perfect place for Ilya, and she just starts crying, and Shira walks in on her, and it's like the first time we've seen her cry since no the like since he saved her, and he's like trying to convince her to open up, then and open up, and he hugs her back, and then like her eyes shoot, and like when she like hugs him tighter, her eyes open up, and she felt something, and she asks him what's wrong, and he feels, and she puts her hand on his chest and notices he has magic circuits, and thought crossed her head saying like, but I can't go down that path again. But she's so desperate to get Ilya back. She's thinking like she and so she makes some ground rules for him that like I'll teach you magic like on but like on their very strict conditions. And she starts making a bunch of different deals to get ready for the Holy Grail War because she knows it's coming back because and she wants her daughter back too. So So she calls the cop, basically calls the cops on. She calls the cops on the Mott toys to get the old man, and gets. I think she got Sakura into an orphanage, and she starts doing stuff to Tokiomi. She hits up Wavern and offers all these different stuff, and she offers all this different stuff to him to help if she helps her take down the Ironsburns. And also like very strict about that. Like, her last name is Emiya. Do not call her Ironsburg. Like her surname is Emiya now. And like unfortunately the series doesn't finish. Like the last chapter she gets Ilya back. But because like the position she's in, like the old man is terrified of like because Irish feel like doesn't know like what they did to Ilya since they left. So he like it ends on a cliffhanger thing like what is she gonna do to us when she finds out? I don't know what to tell her. I don't know I'm gonna do. Like yeah. The funniest moment is the funniest moment is Sharon and Tiger having a heart to heart while Tiger sorry Sharon Ivy are having a heart to heart while Tiger's making mochi with her bare hands and she's like pounding the dough and she punches it so hard she breaks I think she like breaks the table and like flies onto Irie while her and Shiro are having a moment and like Shiro just pauses you get to where you can hear a pin drop and he backs away slowly and she just looks at Taiga and she's like teacher, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. No. Taiga, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry that I didn't teach you how to be a proper young lady. Like I should have. I'm sorry. Yes, yes, I know you're sorry. I'm going to show you just how sorry I am, too. Teacher, please, I'm sorry. The next time we see Taiga, she's like dressed, like she's like dressed in a proper uniform or like her hair is done a certain way. Like she's like being super polite and Shiro's scared. It's so uh I love Irie. But yeah, Song of the Grill. It's like it's short but really sweet. No, that, that trips me up even now. Like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't teach you how to be a proper lady. I should get 80. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. That's why I'm gonna shut up. I am. Oh my God. I love ours. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, that was Song of the Grail. Okay, romantic. Yeah, yeah, me too. Oh yeah, you're not stream. Oh, so I guess this one's fair game. Okay, so no, I'll get to that in a sec because I'm gonna have to do a bit of backstory for it. First up is a story called Harem Antics. I talked about this on Amino back in the day, I think, and I even explained it to Leon for a very unfortunate, funny twist. So, Harem Antics is a crack fanfic over the idea that Iris Feel reclaims her, keeps her sanity, and takes over the Grail's influence after the events of Fate Zero because it failed to corrupt uh, him when he was going through those trials. So when Kiritsugu dies, Ari pulls the same thing that dragged Taiga into the Grail during that Fate Zero dojo thing, so they can be together and like they're happy. And then because Irie just can't help herself, she hijacks the entire system to sabotage it so like all the servants can be women. So, I mean, to increase the chances of Shiro, no, all the servants and masters are women to increase the chances of Shiro giving her grandchildren. And she also wanted to fuck over Kochimine. And like to be absolutely sure, she even like manifests herself with Ilya when she's alone in her room to explain to her everything that happened. Like the family's lying to you. Kiritsugu didn't abandon you. They took you from him, and took you from him, etc., etc. Like, but you have a brother that you're going to meet in a couple of years when the grill starts. His name's Shiro. He's so great. You're going to love him. And to be sure, like Ilya has the best influence. I'm sorry, but she's a berserker, so she knows the type of story she was going to show up eventually. So she makes sure like the servant was someone who could be a mother in her place and gives her Raiko. Yes. And so like she has all this so she has like all this stuff set up for the fated, beautiful reunion that is their children meeting together. And they can be a family even beyond the grave. Rin has Archer Francis Drake. It's just Drake as an archer, but they're because the guns and everything's going well. But like when Rin starts snapping at Shiro after they meet Kochimine, then the problem starts because Ilya it looks like another servant is and master are about to attack her new big brother. So she tells Raiko to get to stop them, and like so like Shiro trying to just break up the fight, and Ilya just sit on top of the like, Shiro, why are you protecting her? She's trying to kill you. So like no one was trying to kill anyone until you shut up. It's like, why are you being so mean to me? I'm your and your own sister. Like, what are you talking about? I don't have a sister. And like Ilya's like, Raiko stopped, looks at him, was like, wait, what? And then and Ilya, she, like you could, they said like when Ilya's face just like her eyes just wide, you could hear a pen drop. And then it cuts to Irisville, showing Kiritsugu put his hand on his face. It's like, Kire, um, did you tell the poor boy that he has a sister? Kiritsugu? Did you? Like, he has survivor's guilt, Irie. Kiritsugu, he has survivor's guilt. He blamed himself for the fire even though he was just a boy. I thought if I told him he had to sit about the family I had, it would make him feel worse. I didn't know this. You were going to do all of this, so and then Irie said like, "This is bad. I messed up too. I might have given her I might have given her unrealistic expectations on how great her new brother was going to be." and Rin has the second best line of the whole thing. It's like, you know what? It's fine. I mean, we can sell this later. It's because it's two versus one. We got her outmatched in numbers. They can take her. And I was just so upset. She's like, you know what? Berserker, use a normal phantasm right now. And then they see there's five of them, and they were struggling to take down one of her, and she says, "It's just not fair." and like, and Irie being Irie, like loses so much control of the situation. Like a couple more masters should get command seals, which then leads to more servants showing up, and including Mayu. And they actually explain why Mayu happened surprisingly well, even if they didn't have to. Because like Mayo's whole family thing, she's connect like with the wishes and the grill and everything. And Mayo just used her wish to say she wanted a friend, plain and simple. She wanted a friend because she's lonely. And the Grail responds by giving her command seals, and she summons. I don't remember if it was Nobu or Elizabeth. Either way, she gets one of them. And like that was like the one where Ilya, where she noticed. That's the one where Irie noticed like, oh no, I can't stop. More people are getting command skills and I can't stop them. It's like, okay, Kiritsugu, maybe we did both make mistakes. It's like, maybe. And we get like the funniest bit because like I don't remember if it was Nobu or Elizabeth. Like one of them just goes out to like see the town. Ryder tries to jump them, and they beat the snot out of Medusa to the point where like whoever it was used their noble phantasm on her after like throwing her into like the rooftop of a building and destroy the entire building. And they would have killed Medusa if Mayu didn't figure out what was happening and use her first command skill to bring them back. And like they're also like, Ryder, oh my gosh, what happened? And she's like lumping, like weak, like bleeding everywhere. And just cut back to Mayu and her servant. And she's like, Master, what are you doing? I had her. Yeah, Miyu. Sorry, Miyu from Prisma. So and she's like, Master, what are you doing? I had her. You took down a building. I had her. She was right there. You took down a building. No one was in it. You took down a building. What is wrong with you? Like, no one was in it. Look, no one was in the school. It doesn't matter. You blew up a school. No one's in the building. It doesn't matter. So it was just me and Ryder. So it didn't matter. I, besides, now I just it's, like the look on that poor child's face. She's like the person. Like I wished for a friend. I got some type of something else I don't understand, and they destroyed a whole building. Because Miles generally not trying to fight in the grill, but like they just keep getting caught up and stuff. It's so funny. Uh, okay. So the next one, do you want to go next or me? Okay, the next one is not actually a Fate one. It is from Compulsive Gambler or as some people go Kirigeki, I believe. Uh if you really don't know this, The World of Compulsive Gambler is that show with that girl Yumiko Jabami, and the whole pitch of the show is everything is decided through gambling. And like your especially at this school with like your status and that is what type of classes you go up into, et cetera, et cetera. And if you run out of money through gambling, you become a house pet until you pay off that debt. And the person in charge of all this is the principal. The main character is this guy named Rintaro? No. Okay, okay. And so and the story is like Yumiko and Ryota are just trying to study for exam. Yumiko is bored because of course she is. So she just wants to have a friendly little gamble between the two of them. He can True to the show, he can never say no to Yumiko for too long because he wants her so they want each other so badly. So like they have a gamble. Like it's so they're just playing cards pretty much. And then Yumiko wants to make it more interesting by playing a gamble because so viewer discretion. This is an 8 rated fanfic, and tells Ryota that like if he wins, then he can do whatever he wants with her, and vice versa. And Ryota, being Ryota, doesn't trust himself because how insistent Yumiko is, so he gets scared to the point where he's actually happy to lose that he lost. And then he remembered Yumiko's portion, where where like same thing. So like she just brings him to her room. They talk for a bit, and they realize it is exactly what she insisted. And the reason I put this here is that like it is surprisingly in character. It's a fanfic, but it's surprisingly like in character for them. For I could generally see Yumiko. I could generally see Yumiko bet her first time with the guy she's very much into through a gamble, and there's they're very it's very mature about like despite the stakes of what the gamble was, it's very consensual. Oh, there's a lot of talking of talking about their how feelings, especially because like it's their first time, et cetera, et cetera. It's like really, like it's very funny with the skill of just what exactly is happening, but it's also like surprisingly mature. And a lot of thought went into it. It's like a bunch of others that are just thrown out there. To where like I just had to put this on here for me personally. It's really good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It
I
reminds you of. Oh, sorry.
yeah, I found one fanfic that I kind of want to talk about, but it is like rated E for explicit.
So, what is it?
It's from the Resident Evil franchise.
Huh. I've not actually done any read a Resident Evil fanfic before.
This one is like pretty recent. Um, it finished on the 25th of May, 2003. It's called A Good Song Never Died.
Hmm.
It's basically part of a reimagining of Resident Evil where every part of it has grit in it instead of just like the even numbered games. And in this one in particular, like Chris and Leon are already like I believe already engaged, and it's set in Resident Evil 9, the latest one, and it's a really long one. But I especially like it because it shows just how competent Grace as a character is. Like she notices things, and there are very small details that really puts into perspective how she's scared, but she's also like a professional.
Hmm.
She's out of her element, but she is an FBI agent, so that's why I like it so much. To be honest, it's yeah. A lot of times I've read um um the Resident Evil fics about Grace, and some of them tend to like infantilize her a lot, makes her a lot more like hopeless than she actually is, which I find kind of frustrating. So this particular fic was like a breath of fresh air, and so I love it so much.
Uh, I get that because how do I put this? I There are times where like I can like get some things like out of the joke and like the cross dressing thing with Ritsukia and Mash.
Yeah,
'Cause, like it is funny. Don't get me wrong, it is very funny. But I do think it's interesting that you can count on one hand the amount of jokes from memes, edits, and fan art where Mash hates it and Ritsukia likes it, but in the actual game, every time it's brought up, it's the
it's the
opposite.
opposite.
He
Yeah,
hates they hate it. Mash loves it. But there are also some
yeah,
times where I think like, okay, but you guys are taking this joke a bit too far. With example, I really wanted to like get the point across with both fanfics I had with Artura and Mordred that okay, but Artura doesn't actually hate Mordred. She never said that. She specifically said she doesn't hate her. She just wasn't the right person for the job. It was the whole thing,
yeah,
but some people just kind of blow it out of proportion.
yeah.
Uh,
Like in the summer event,
yeah, because uh,
I hate
uh,
that summer event so much.
yeah,
Like I know it's the first event, so it kind of yeah, but
there are parts I
alright.
like about it, but the pig thing really drags it down. And again, I love Mordred. I do not like Summer Mordred that much because
Me too.
they
Yeah,
really amp up her negative rat traits, and
yeah,
it makes defending Mordred very frustrating because a lot of people just view Morja as a obnoxious brat even before that happened. So like, oh man, don't do this to me.
It's just like normal Mordred and normal Mordred feel they feel like two separate characters, you know?
Yeah,
I get that this is supposed to be like Mordred when she completely relaxes. But even then, there's just like too much of a dissonance, I guess,
yeah,
in the personalities.
yeah. Like sometimes it can work like a Martha, and sometimes with Mordred or John, I don't think it does work. I'm trying
Yeah.
everything in my power to not talk about John. So I'll be here all day if I
Mm,
talk about Summer John. Okay.
right.
Ooh, should I do this now? Screw-
Oh.
Okay, so next one, I was hesitant to save this for last. You know what? Yeah, I might save this for the next one. Let's talk about
Because
Valkyrie.
it's almost midnight for me.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
maybe it can be the last.
Yeah, I'll talk about Valkyrie flavor next time. But let's do that. So yeah, let's just do this one now. You know it, I know it. This was
Promise
the
of Kalia.
yeah the Fate
Yeah.
Grand Order fan fiction of all time. Fragments of Chaldea.
Yeah.
I love this so much. I was such a fan
Like the two
before.
bits.
I was a fan before Granny were even got localized. It like there are very few times where I see like a fan fiction for the Fate series get this much, lo- go this long, have this much love and care put into it by Ghost Xavier, and just like so much fan art. Like there was a fan visual novel that unfortunately last too long. There's like actual fan art for the NPCs. There's so much love and care put into it. Like it reminds me of those old Gramps comics with King Hassan, where
Yeah.
like because what the artist did for that and this other one who I hate that I can't remember their name. A servant will show up if the artist has them. That wasn't the case for this, but because like uh cracked mirror version of the slice of life versions stuff for Grand Order. It just went on as the series progressed. As so like, you got to see different things like the first shot like Arteria shows up because you know she's the poster girl series. And like and then everyone's here like used to each other's crap already. And like the chapter two, John's there yeah, like everyone's and just getting caught up with everything. And the one thing that makes it so fun is the amazing decision to amp up the amount of staff members that survived. Because these guys
Yeah.
are essentially the heart and soul of the entire story. Because like I'll never forget like my introduction, the introduction of Nightingale is so good. Like I think it was Atalante was getting a Atalante or John, one of them was getting a tour, and like one of the staff members like sprains their ankle and like drops a box, and Nightingale's like in the room. She just sees there, just tries to walk
Mm-hmm.
over, and he's like, "No, no, no, it's fine. I just like it's not broken. I just sprained it, sprained ankle. I'll have to treat it quickly." She pulls out her gun and starts reloading it. And she's like, "No, you don't have to do that, Nightingale. I'm fine. Seriously, see, I'm walking." And she starts walking towards like, "Please don't." And he runs for it. Everyone just lets it happen. He's like, so like, there's that. There's that. There's a Fran gets a boyfriend. It's the cutest thing
Yeah.
ever. And like yeah, I believe so. Olga had a childhood friend. Like they grew apart because no, like the friend was just
Yeah.
she's just a girl. Like she's just like a normal everyday employee. But like Olga, like she was like from a royal family with like all this standing, so like they couldn't catch up. And like she left her a message like how happy to like how happy she was that they got to work together, even if they can't be together all the time because she's in charge of the whole thing. And just
Yeah.
like no,
Told you that I kind of ship them.
um, um, like and Medea walks in on her like just sees her crying, just and like comforts her. Like a Fran's boyfriend, like his first friend was Medusa. like I haven't gotten there yet, but I know like Kiyohime like also like finds love and like all like there's so much great stuff with the staff, man. It's so good. Which even goes into like their guiding light because I really appreciate the guy saying, yes, read this after you play the actual singularity from the game because unlike Frank told about this one's supposed to complement that, and you're going to be a little upset if like you don't do that because things like a monk caster. I forgot how to say how to say her name.
Let's
Uh,
just call her Sanzo.
yeah, Sansa. So she dies like very suddenly, like as soon as she's getting introduced, because Camelot Mordred being a monster just murders her in like her cell. Oh, and like it's just because the whole point of the Camelot Singularity is Benny is the main character, not Ritskia. And like so they're going to like the entirety of the round table are the main characters, especially Betty and Arturia. And like
Yeah.
and like Mordred having like the coolest like fight entrance and the whole thing where she dive bombs off a how do you come up with this stuff? Mordred dive bombs off a sphinx and fires
Yeah.
Crescent in midair against her counterpart. And because they're like, we're fighting.
That's a more red thing. It's so cool.
Yeah, 'cause, like they're like, okay, so we're fighting a version of Mordred that's like super powered and had lost all of her morals. We got to find a way to do something she wouldn't expect. We have Mordred, but that doesn't really help us. Because how would like Mordred? Can you actually think of something that you would never do normally? It's like, oh no, not really. It just looks down. It's like looks down, looks at the Sphinx, and then she just does that. Like, and they even explain why Mordred would never do that normally. Because Crescent has a feedback that leaves her super vulnerable. So she almost died from not only the explosion, but from like the fall because she's that weak after it. and,
Oh
and
boy.
it's like Arturia like befriends. I think her name's Tabitha. She's this sweet little girl. And like Mordred's whole friend group gets murdered. I think it's hinted that the other Mordred killed them. Like they have that talk where like again like she says like I never hated you, Mordred. We just it was just a misunderstanding. And then like Mordred gets pulls up Vegeta from Dragon Ball where she gets the best first strike on the Lion King in the most anime way possible. She walks through it, grabs her by the arms, holds her up, and just runs the spear right through her. Or it's like, or and like Mordred's like confidence completely shattered because like all that but like she didn't actually beat the other Mordred, and she was the first one to get taken down by Lion King, so she felt like she didn't do anything. Like Teresa, like you like did like but you did the most out there to where we could win those fights. And, like the round table, like he kept the drama going so he could show it in real time, get resolved. There's like Ilya and some of the other servants like show up to save Shiro, like while he's holding off. Sorry, Emiya, while he's holding off the guys. Is like the whole cavalry showing up and Arch like is this was it was even said in the singular like she wanted to like get settle the score after Betty died, but she just let them go.
Oh.
Arturia was so mad that she just went against Betty's final wish. That she just said screw it, and they fought anyway while everyone's leaving. And she actually beats her because of a simple thing on how the whole servant system works. She's stronger, but she's a lancer, so she can't. So her swordsmanship isn't as good. So Saber Arturia can beat her while in this weakened state, and she wins the whole thing. Is like, oh, that's my goat. That's my goat. That's, and even like the thing they do of to justify John Lilly showing up is just like the cutest thing because John Lilly's there is Alter turns into John Lee for like 3 chapters. And then like for Martha's thing where they're doing a photo album, they're doing a photo album. Like John remembers like everything that happened and I think that's the point where she tries to act like they're sisters because she just can't let go of how
Oh,
close they got when she was Lily. So she pulls out the poem that John wrote for her before she left, and Alter's just crying. Like, John, please stop, I beg you. Like, uh, uh,
the idiot.
man, like Fragments was so good. I understand why the author chose to end it. It was so good. It was so good.
And there's also the thing about Mordred. You know me. I have a particular tip in mind when it comes to Mordred.
Right, Henry. Not Henry, like
Yeah, it's like the only place I've ever seen where they're they are in a relationship and it's just explored.
yeah, like that's
So I just
um, and no disrespect, no real disrespect, because like, you're free to like ship whatever you want. But like, I can't just get a little bummed. Like, it's all John, so it's always Mordred and Fran. Where I was like, when the times when they separate them, like, oh, good, they can do something with Fran without Mordred now. Like, it starts like get a
uh,
little draining. So it's why I said during the first the hot spring event, I was happy that Shuten and Ibaraki got to have an event to themselves without Raiko and Kentoki because I like the dynamic overall, but it's like, can we get? I was like, can we please? I was like, Raiko, please don't get involved. I need them to like do something without you and Kentucky for once, and that's exactly what happened. Like, oh thank goodness, like Kentucky's like actually like in the hot spring, just relaxing. It's like, nah, I can tell they're gonna just wrap this up without me. Like, yes, yes, this is what I want. It's nice to like mix up the dynamics every now and then. And
yep.
unfortunately, like you said, like not too many people explore it because Fran and Mordred's just so popular. Because
I
either
honestly, in my opinion, they're more like I guess siblings to me because their stories are so similar. I guess.
I get, I can see it. Like right. I guess. Uh, speaking of Jekyll and Hyde, my brother showed me this play for
Ooh,
no
a
the
music.
yeah musical. It's so good. Like it's like a because it took me longer than I should have to realize. Oh heck, Je Jekyll doesn't know he's Hyde for a bit, and like the most popular line from the show, which gets brought back around for the musical, which gets brought back around for the end, is like a with Satan myself, with Satan himself by my side, the world shall remember the name Edward Hyde. And then around the end, when confrontation, when he knows they're the same, and came to a conclusion. So the only way to stop Hyde is I have to kill myself, and like they're seeing fighting to each other. And, like this guy and the main performer, he just like going all in, like he's like sweating, he like ripping his shirt off to show like how insane they're both going. And
Yeah.
it's, and it's like because like High's trying to like, get in his head, knowing like it doesn't matter what you do. Like let's say you actually go through with that, like he'll still be there, and like or, and like this the point where like and then like he rips the shirt off and he just panting is like it's over now, time to die. Not no, not I, only you. If I die, you'll die too. You'll die in me, and I'll beat you. It's like damn, like dang, like yeah, it's like
All I can
oh
say is I'm gonna try to sing that song. It's genuinely such a banger.
yeah, it's so good. Like especially because like when I see how just no young and slim they look enough go, it's like dang, I didn't know you guys had that in you.
Yeah.
And hot
Read like the original novel. Um, I have a pet theory that the body that Jekyll and Hyde are inhabiting are actually Hyde's body and not Jekyll's original body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How they how they kind of justified Hyde's being in a female body. Like they did die in Hyde's body, after all.
Uh, I think I get it because I'm still trying to headcanon a way to get around to the final ascension for Phantom of the Opera. Maybe he just wants that's just how he wants to look. Because my whole thing is
Yeah,
like he's supposed. I mean, I'm not mad that he's ugly because I don't like video attractive men. I just think, but he's supposed to be ugly. That's the point. Like he's mad. He's taking out everyone else because like they didn't treat him properly. But it's also one of those cases of maybe it's just because he's an early servant, so this stuff happens.
yeah. There's a lot more thought put into the designs now. I
Yeah,
think
yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll do a.
these like
Oh, Phantom would make a. This is me saying it. Phantom would make a great Avenger. that
oh
like that. That's how you know. Like that's what I mean. Like oh, Phantom would make a great
yeah,
Avenger. I was about to say Berserker, but like no way, he'd be a fantastic Avenger. Like especially like his whole it. He wants Christine so badly. So yeah, like Fragments of Chaldea, like probably like the I wouldn't say it's the best Fate fan fiction. I'll have to like look at all. I'm like, in my eyes, this is the best Fate Grand Order fan fiction. It's so good. It has everything. The only reason I see people hating it is because either A, they like the alters and are mad that they don't get a lot of time. The story doesn't give a lot of time with them, except Jalter because she's just that popular. Or they're just the fun police and they're mad that it aims more towards head canons than the actual canon. And I don't want
yeah,
and but it's like but I think I always say with fanfic is you gotta just acknowledge that some people just want to have fun. They're not looking to stay super close to the canon. Some people just need to have want to have fun. And to do that, sometimes you can't follow beat for beat what the actual thing is doing.
exactly. Just the fun of fan fiction.
That's one reason why I keep stop telling myself like to stopping myself up over like every little detail for some of the fan fiction I try to write, especially fake because there's so much. And the thing with Natsu is he always makes the stuff up as he goes, so he'll break his own rules eventually. Like
Yeah,
I always knew someone's going to give me out there is going to give me crap for shape for fakes and ruins just for the nature of the fact that everyone has two servants. But now it's official, so I don't have to. So now it's official, so I don't have to work as hard.
yeah. It's actually a very good like poser, I guess, for this. It's yeah, it's nearly midnight for me now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. I love this.
Okay, this was fun. Didn't get to go through the whole
Yeah,
list. So maybe we'll do a part two because I have oh
yeah,
shoot, I have like 1, 2, 3, at least three left, and I probably had missed one more. And again, with how we gap, even those three could
yeah.
just take up the whole time.
I know, right?
Yeah, this was fun. And I learned something.
Yeah, was. Did you say something?
No, no, I'm just thinking because like man, there's one critique of chaos theory I have. It's well, it is a again people view it as the unofficial Ilya route, and well, I'm not going to say it, but you know what that means with how some of the original routes went, and I don't too
Yeah,
much. I don't like that. And again, the and again, it gets a little crazy around the end. But overall, like it's really fun. essentially has everything you look for in a Fate series, and like it's like really good. But like out of this list, my personal favorite is Fragments of Chaldea and
Same.
Song of the Grail. Servant and the Cook is really close of being second, but the it's really close to being second, but the Dragon and Prison arc do hold it back. I Out of my list, I think the best written is Chaos Theory, but those three I mentioned are my favorite ones.
For me, the first one is also fragments, but my second one is gonna be the third faction. Just because I had so much fun, such a fun time reading it. Like I just remembered, at one point, Atalante lets Mordred touch her ears because she felt bad for Mordred.
Aw.
Because technically Mordred was a kid, and she kind of used that against Atalante to pet her basically because she's like a giant cat.
Right. Yeah, I feel like one of the many reasons why I would keep saying like I really, really, really want to do I really want to do the keep going with Barnum Master because now that I finally have an outlet to do the Altalante Ilya stuff, I want to keep going because again, yes, Ilya's scared of cats. And there's some moments for a fic I never got to finish uh put into out there, but like that was great Shiro. Great moments with like Adelante and the rest of the cast, like Radamant, no, Fairy, Gwen, like
Orchest?
yeah, for her, like she's like her opposite in a sense. Like is she eats the people she loves. It's like some compulsion, like I don't know, spiders or something. But Alante, she describes like when she's around Ritskia, something about his righteousness and his sense of good can calm her down. So even though like Shiro's not Adelante's master, I can see like that being a thing to help because like Ilya summoned Atlante as a berserker, so this big moment where like they're in an enclosed space and she's watching Camilla like have her master on death's door and like she just snaps and like they try to calm her down 'cause, like she's like going all out and like she's at this point she might cave all the men so like they gotta like hold her down so they like we gotta like hold her down for a bit, but we also gotta like stop Assassin so she doesn't get away. Okay. And also just like there's just a few funny moments. Like I just want to do like a when Ilya finally starts coming around, she wants to go to the movie with Shiro, but Shiro made too many promises so he can't go. So her only option is she has to tell she has to ask Alante to go with her, but she doesn't want to do that. But do I have to? Ilya, please. But she's so annoying. She, Ilya, she can hear you. I know, it's true. Ilya, please.
What happened?
Uh, but okay, I gotta let you go. This was fun. We should do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe, and hopefully I can figure out a less scuff way to do it. But we learned a lesson today. My piece of garbage laptop can't handle OBS and Discord being open at the same time. It can barely handle Discord in general.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I only recently incurred it.
yeah. So the first
Yeah,
scuff stream was fun. I'll probably chop this up and figure out a way to put it on YouTube in a way to be a bit more presentable. But thanks for doing this with me.
yeah. Thanks for having me. This has been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
That's all for now. I'm going to edit this up in some spare time. I'll probably put it on the Flash of the Sun channel because it's not exactly Sonic related. But if you were here, thanks for being here, guys. It means a lot to me. Okay, that's all for now. Next should be, let's see. I think next I'm going to, I think next video I'm probably going to focus on finishing Sonic Avenger, but that then I'll just take it from there. Till then,